All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about something just because I don't see much information online about it. All right, what did I spend in this complete 1-point fast hitch setup all together? And what I mean complete, I mean the bar. This has a different bar than just the cultivator setup, meaning that this bar hooks into this front hole where this U-shaped bar hooks in the front hole, and the cultivator style fits into the rear hole, and it doesn't have that U-shaped piece in there. Most of them I've seen don't have that spring in there either. All right, I got this bar. This is what I brought in one lump. I brought this bar. It came with this bar. Came with the rock shaft. Came with this piece the stabilizer bar. It came with the pin, this pin. It did not come with that pin. It came with the brackets for the rear, the U-shaped piece, and the other bar that goes between the touch control for your draft control. That angles it changes the angle on your implement. I contacted a couple people. I wanted these plates here because the ones I was running only had the 2 bolts at the bottom. I wanted the 3-bolt style. And I contacted a couple people about this, and one person didn't have none, and the other person, he said, let me check. So he got back with me. He said, well, I got the complete 1-point fast hitch, but I wanted to sell it all with the brackets and all because I wanted this bar too. So I said, well, he said, I'll sell it all complete, one piece. I said, what I replied back was a text message. I said, I'm scared to ask the price of this. Well, I was looking for a fertilizer hopper top for the old style, basically cosmetic. I was looking for one that galvanized tops for the old fiberglass hoppers. So he told me for the complete, I'm gonna say it was complete. It was complete minus 3 small parts. All right. Well, one of them didn't go with it. Two small parts. It was complete minus two little small pins. Well, draft link connector and this pin here. All right. He said he'd take $500 for the complete 1-point fast hitch and that fertilizer top. All right. Well, the Birch store, and it's very few places you can buy that galvanized top for a fiberglass hopper. eBay is one. They have one on there now for $65, and they're about $60 at Birch store for just the top, and about $15 to ship it to the house. So $75. So I say $450. I paid him $450 for the fast hitch. Now the helper spring I brought separately. The helper spring is another bill. Total, what I have in this with the 2 pieces that I brought, it's about $600. That's with the rock shaft, because you got to have the fast hitch rock shaft to hook this up. Because the old style one is the cultivator style one. It's like this. It don't have the 2 ears on it. And your cultivator arm should slide. It looks like that. All right, and I'm gonna explain to you in a minute how I'm gonna use 1-point and 3-point together at the same time. All right. I had that old style rocks. You got to have this rock shaft. All right. And the big piece, I haven't cleaned this up yet. I got to clean this up and get some paint on it. I haven't messed with this yet. That goes on there also. I got this up in the air so I can paint the bottom of that. I'm getting everything together to hit the tractor one more time. Like the gas tank, the bottom of it, the tank is completely painted. And the top of the touch control and stuff. This, I had the tank flipped over. I painted what I can paint. But I'm gonna do a touch up I'm gonna do a touch up on it. I got the bumper on it. I painted everything on the back side of the bumper. Painted everything on the back side of the bumper. Well, I'm rambling off here. Let me get back on this, what the cost of this quick hitch was, fast hitch. All right. Most of your ones you see for sale doesn't come with this bar here, or doesn't come with the draft link bar. It's the stuff back here, and it go on the rear end. You don't get this bar. So I would say I got a fairly good deal for $450 getting this bar, even though I was minus this pin. This is kind of a special pin because it's made for where you, I should have had this stuff laid out here before this piece. This goes on here. It hooks to your cultivator bars. You got to have that kind of pin on it so you can set this up there for your cultivator feet behind your rear tires and put a clip in it on both sides. This pin came with it, but this pin did not. All right, this pin here, I ordered this, a used pin, Birch store, was $30. Now that draft link connector, which is, oh, and it came with the piece to hang this bar to the floorboard also. This piece here, that draft link connector that goes there and hooks your draft link up, I got to do some work to that bar. I'm gonna do some work to that. That little piece is $100, but these little individual parts and pieces like this pin and that draft link connector, it's gonna be extremely hard for anyone to even sell you that, because it's part of this hitch. Kind of, once you start taking parts off of it, it's gone. They want to sell you the whole thing. So Birch store is a great place to buy these individual little parts. They sell it new and used stuff. Anyway, back to what this cost me. All right, like I said, got it complete, $450 with the draft link connector and this pin. I had to buy one of these. I was short of one of them. That was an additional $30, but that don't really go with the quick hitch. That's for cultivating. Anyway, I'm about, with the helper spring, I brought the helper springs part of the fast hitch too. With the helper spring complete with the bar, the draft link, connector, the whole thing, minus the paint. I added it up. I'm about $750 in there. That's complete. But it was almost probably an accident that I stepped up on this fast hitch, because I was looking for these two brackets and a bar is what I was looking for. And that guy said, well, I have the whole complete one, and I'll sell you the whole thing with the bar minus them two little parts. I got the rest of the pins to go with it, and the connectors, and this here, just got that piece on it. I got everything else minus them two little pieces, and I got the draft link bar and the vise trying to straighten it. About $750. Well, keep in mind, you see one of these for sale, quick hitch, most of the time, you're not going to get this bar with it, or that draft link bar. You'll be missing something most of the time. And where I see around here, the prices on that stuff range anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for what they call a complete one, and most of the time it's not complete. And this bar, it came with this special little bushing that goes here. And it came with this, he had to give me this extender too. But I was afraid that I was going to damage this bushing here. If I tried, this bushing would need to go, you need to take this bushing out of here and put it in this piece. Because this goes up here like this. It's an extension, is all it is. That came with it also. But I'm about $750 into this. This is on just for the tractor end. This is not the implements. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'll do a video of that later after it's complete. I'm going to have 1-point fast hitch on this tractor and 3-point hitch. And that's for to use the 3-point hitch implements I already have here at the house, is what that's for. My implements that I get from here on out, I'm going to try to get them, the ones that I know I'm going to be using with the 140, I'm gonna try to buy those 1-point, because it's a lot of 1-point hitch implements I can come across. See, and that's one reason I've been skeptical on even buying a 1-point hitch. I just couldn't see what it costed. I mean, I get that it's nice once you got it and it's working. I get that, but that's a chunk of change. You spend $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 in this hitch, and then not only that, you have to either buy the implements or put the points. All right, I'm gonna talk to you about real quick about those points. All right, if you're gonna do the points, you have 3 options on the points. All right, and if you can weld yourself, that'll help you a lot on the cost too. All right, you can get them from Agri Supply. Those are the most expensive ones that I've came across, and they're gonna be Chinese, Taiwan, whatever, made. All right. If you're looking at, I'm gonna put 2 coats on this. I'm gonna brush it one more time. I put all the hood and stuff on there. The gas tank needs some more paint. But anyway, Agri Supply has the points for $100. All right, those are the most expensive ones I've come across yet. All right, the next person you can get those points from is Birch Store from Brandon. He has them shipped to your house about $80, $85 shipped to the house, but you still have to get them welded on. You still have to get them welded on to your implement. Or you can do the 3-point like I'm going to do, and I'll show you how that's done, how I'm going to do it. There's a couple of different options on that, but like my corn planter, I got that. Next option you can get, let me get on that real quick. Your next option you can do is find a machine shop or a welder that either has a point laying around. I don't have a point. That was my problem. I don't have one. And I need one to use for a template, to cut one. It's 1-inch thick steel is what those points are made out of. All right. I didn't have one for a template. I thought about buying a new one and use it for a template to cut some more. So I need 3 of them, I know. I'm going to put one on my bush hog, so my bush hog will be quick and easy to hook and unhook real quick, so I want to mow around my gardens that's not in the yard here. I can hook and unhook real quick, mow it, drop it, go on my business, and my corn planter, my international corn planter is only going to be used with this 140, so I'm going to just do a 1-point fast hitch point on that. And I don't have a turning plow, so I'm going to buy a turning plow for fast hitch, I know. And then I got a box blade here that the 3-point hitch on it is bent all the pieces and tore up and cracked. I'm going to cut all that junk off of there and just weld a 1-point fast hitch on that to use it with the 140. But anyhow, I'm rambling off again. You have to take that into consideration if you want to go switch, if you want to buy a 1-point fast hitch. You either got to buy the implements, or if you already have implements, you can get the points welded on it. The points, I got the local machine shop here. He's a friend of mine. He's got the template and cardboard. He's going to cut them out for me, the templates, and weld one to my corn planter. For just him to cut one out of a piece of 1-inch thick steel, and I weld it on and put the paint on, is $60. And he's only 10 minutes from my house, 15 at the tops. That's the cheapest one I found yet for a point. That's a rough cut point. He cuts it out, and I take it and I weld it on my implement. $60 for a point. You put all that in the consideration if you got a tractor with just a cultivator on it, or aftermarket 3-point hitch or whatever, you see people using it. Oh yeah, I want that fast hitch. That's quick and easy, yada yada. There's a big cost involved in that. I nickel and dime mine to death. Now, some of these three parts I needed for to work with this fast hitch, that draft link connector and that pin back there and that other little piece that hangs for the cultivator arms. I did not shop for none of that stuff privately with local people. I didn't even shop at all for that. I didn't ask nobody nothing. I just ordered it off Birch store and was done with it because I had it in my head that if nobody's going to sell that part because that's going to be selling parts off a fast hitch, they want you to buy the whole thing. So I just ordered them 3 little parts from Birch store and had them shipped to the house. And you got to be careful too when you needing little small stuff like that. You trying to save $1, $10, $20, $40 on a part, buying it from a local person versus buying it from online that's more expensive. You put in your gas costs and your time and stuff on all this little small stuff. Like when I go to pick up something, I try to pick up a fairly decent sized bulk of stuff from one person. And I'll shop around and find someone that has multiple items that I want to purchase. So I can make a good haul from that one person when I drive an hour and a half, 2 hours. I can't drive to this person to buy just that draft link connector for $100 that he's going to save $50 on it. I'm going to spend $50 in gas. I just soon to save my time and have it shipped to the house here. Same with that little pin back there for $30. I spend $4 or $5 in a bolt and an hour to 2 hours sitting here trying to fabricate and weld it. I've just been better off just to save my time and just had it shipped to the door for $30 and put it on the tractor, put a pin in it. And that's what you run into with a lot of the stuff here. Same way buying stuff from local. Some stuff like if you looking for a side the belly planter, you're more than likely you're better off just to shop around and wait and find someone that had a private person that has half to 2/3 of all of one and just buy the whole complete one from him versus trying to piece it together from someone like eBay or Birch store, because you're gonna pay hundreds of dollars for the dry piece. You're gonna pay another hundreds of dollars for the seed hopper and yada yada yada. But anyway, that's what I got invested into the 1-point fast hitch. What I've added up around about $700, and that's complete. Wife done walked down here. She's gonna take my phone from me now, I guess. Anyhow, we're gonna conclude the video. Around about $700. That's with the bar and everything else in there, and all the little connectors and stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching.